From the moment the story broke, it appeared that Nixon would have to resign. Nevertheless, it isn't until August of '74 that he finally leaves the White House.
Oh.
Yes?
Excuse me. Hi, Dharma Montgomery. I'm subbing for Donald Ridgely, who, by the way, is feeling better. It turns out it wasn't strep throat at all. It was an allergic reaction to pistachios. But he's still a little phlegmy, so I told him he should just stay home and get some rest.
Did you have a particular question?
Yeah, just about the Nixon thing, just so that I'm clear. When you say left the White House in '74, you mean officially, right? Because he secretly ran the country through '76 using Gerald Ford as his puppet. You know, because of the secret bargain struck by the Warren Commission.
What?
Nixon doesn't contest his loss to Kennedy in '60. Then conspires with the Cubans and you-know-who to do you-know-what, you-know-where. And Gerald Ford on the Warren Commission covers the whole thing up. In exchange, Nixon promises Ford the presidency. But you know what? You're probably going to cover all this in your lecture, so I'll just shut up.
Where did you learn this?
Oh, I was homeschooled. My dad spent a lot of time on American history, especially Nixon. I mean, he knows everything about Nixon. Even why his daughter Julie had to marry the Eisenhower kid.
So it wasn't true love?
Nope. It was a breeding program. You know, eugenics. But it'll all be in my dad's book, The Boys of Your Belinda. I'm sorry, you're the teacher. Go on.
Well, I don't really do criminal law, but I guess I can drive over there and talk to the kid.
Thank you, Gregory. He's a good boy, and the Gullicksons, we've known them for years.
Don't be afraid to bill him. Bob Gullickson has a summer home for every tooth in my head.
Excuse me, is Gullickson S-E-N or S-O-N?
S-E-N.
Thank you.
Dharma, must you do that at the dinner table?
You said it was okay.
I certainly did not.
I'm sorry, Kitty, but you did. Kitty, now what is she doing? Greg, she's taking notes for a friend in college, so she's practicing. Kitty, oh, for heaven's sake. Dharma, would you like me to stop? Kitty, well, I'd rather you do that than dance the can-can on the dining room table. Edward, I forget, am I lactose intolerant? And then we all went and looked for his pills.
Fine, take notes. Now, where was I?
Kitty, the Gullickson boy needs a good lawyer. Greg, I don't really do criminal law, but I guess I can drive down there and talk to the kid.
Well, who's ready for some aspirin?
Oh, come on, somebody, anything. Dharma, oh, come on.
Brendan, hi. Greg Montgomery. We spoke on the phone. How you doing?
How am I doing? Police came to my dorm. My dad's gonna kill me.
Relax. I think I can make this all go away.
Really?
Spray painted a little graffiti on the front window of the Jenny Craig store. I'm sure if you clean it up and apologize.
Well, I didn't really do anything. I just drove. Trevor and Jason were the ones who painted the big pig.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm sure everybody understands it was just a harmless prank. Good.
Well, Mr. Gullickson, I see you have an attorney.
Greg Montgomery.
I'm Chief Anderson. This is Roland Ball, the town prosecutor.
Mr. Ball.
Mr. Montgomery.
Brandon, why don't you wait outside in the hall? Think about what you've done. Gentlemen, we were all teenagers once. He's a good kid who fell in with a bad crowd.
This is more than just vandalism, Mr. Montgomery. This sort of thing hurts people.
I understand.
There are folks in this town for whom weight is a daily struggle.
I can see that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hey.
Your dad sent down a lawyer?
Yeah.
How is he?
Dumber than the last one.
Are you positive Dharma didn't tell you what she's upset about?
No, I'm not positive. How can you be positive about something like that?
Would you like sugar?
No, thank you.
Would you like some cream?
No, I'm fine.
Would you like to explain to me why you filled my head with crap?
What are you talking about?
The last Apollo mission did not secretly bury the 18 minutes of missing White House audio tape on the moon.
They brought a lot of golf balls up there, and they only hit one.
Dharma, what is this all about?
I sat in on a college history class today, and I was totally humiliated. Everything you taught me was wrong.
Honey, have you had any problems with chemistry, biology, literature, the stuff I taught you?
No, that all seems to be fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. You were saying something to your father.
I'm just upset. And what if I decided to go to college? I'd be totally unprepared.
Honey, are you thinking of going to college?
I don't know, maybe. Guess I am.
Honey, I think that's wonderful.
Hey, don't pressure her. College is always going to be there, Pumpkin. Take some time for yourself. Backpack around Europe, work on a kibbutz.
I did that, Larry. I'm 28.
Okay, that's what this is about. Why didn't you remind me? Honey, I'm sorry. Happy birthday.
Hello?
Bedroom.
Sorry I'm so late.
How did it go?
Fine. The kid has to do a little community service, and I have to send the police chief a box of Krispy Kremes.
That's good. Hey, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
But first, you have to know that I took notes for Donald today, and I found out that all the stuff Larry taught me was bogus, so I decided to go to college. Not because I'm angry at Larry, but because I really want to go. So I made some calls, and it turns out that the diploma Abby needle-pointed for me isn't going to cut it, so I got to get my GED. Which brings me to my question. If a train leaves Boston at 5:30 and another train...
Hold it. You're going to go to college?
Maybe, if I could figure out what time these trains collide. You're okay with that, right?
Sure.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
I'm sorry. I mean, if this is actually something that you're going to follow through with, I'm right behind you.
I'm going to follow through with it.
Well, of course, honey. It's just, you know, you get a lot of ideas. I mean, just the other day, you were going to raise iguanas for fun and profit.
I don't think college cuts into that.
You do know you're talking about 4 years of really hard work.
Yes, I do, and I intend to do it.
Okay, fine. Good for you. But I want you to know that if you wake up tomorrow and you want to open a kite store, I'm behind you on that, too.
Why would I want to open a kite store? I had a kite store. I lost my shirt. Excuse me. Hi, remember me?
Oh, sure. How could I forget the woman who knows where they keep Eisenhower's brain?
Yes, well, as it turns out, I may have been misinformed about that.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to audit your class.
Really? You want to be here even though you don't have to be?
I love this class. The way you spoke about Richard Nixon opening up China, I felt like I was right there asking Mao to pass the duck sauce.
Well, I'm in love. Are you married?
Yeah.
You got a sister?
An imaginary sister, but I think she's seeing somebody.
Well, you know, it wouldn't have worked out. She probably wants the children raised imaginary.
Oh, probably.
Listen, anyone who wants to learn like you do is welcome in my class.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate it. There's just one small problem, which is that I'm not quite enrolled in the university yet. I still need to pass my GED, get accepted, and learn to chug a lug.
Oh, you know, I'm sorry, but the college has a strict policy about non-students auditing classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Well, thanks anyway. Bye.
Hang on. You know what? Screw policy. I mean, if you really want to take my class, I'd be glad to have you.
You sure?
Absolutely. And, you know, if you need any help with that GED, just give me a call.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be happy to pay you.
No, I don't want to take your money.
How about we do it in trade? I teach yoga.
Deal. I've always wanted to learn yoga. Sure.
Great.
Yeah.
You stretch my mind, I'll stretch your body. I'm married. I'm sorry.
I know what you mean.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll see you later.
Okay, thanks.
For what?
I mean, it was nice to meet you. Again. See you again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll call you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Hey, you did great.
Thanks.
Okay, you do know we're done, right?
Oh, I know. I'm just resting.
Did you hurt yourself?
in ways I didn't think were possible.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let me.
Dharma? I'm sorry.
It's okay, Marcy, what's up?
Well, I can come back later when you're not rubbing somebody.
Is that a message for me?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Greg called. Greg's her husband.
Yeah, right there. That is good.
Oh, dear. He said he can't have dinner with you because Brandon's been arrested.
Poor kid.